Welcome to the channel. In this video, Larry will demonstrate cooking crispy fried chicken in the Ninja Speedi using the steam and bake function. This is a Larry under pressure production. Now, here he is.
Hi y'all, in this video we're fixing crispy fried chicken in the Ninja Speedi. The reason I decided to do a simple recipe and a great beginner recipe for the Speedi. My daughter just ordered a Ninja Speedi and will receive it either today or maybe tomorrow, so I wanted to give her a real simple, delicious recipe to start with. So I thought I'd let you all join in with me and let's see how we're going to do it. First of all, we're going to start out with 2 cups of all-purpose flour in the bowl. To that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of garlic salt. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. We're going to add a ½ tablespoon of chili powder and 1 tablespoon of cumin. 1 teaspoon of cumin. The recipe for this dish will be listed underneath the video, so if there's any question you can take a look there. And you can highlight and print that for your records. Now let's stir this up. Make sure that everything's stirred up so anything put in there, well, the chicken, I'm using boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I've cleaned up just a little bit. That's what we're going to use. That's mixed up. Let me get some gloves on and we'll get started with the chicken. We're ready to get started, and again I'm doing this for Susan, my daughter, so we'll see what she thinks of it. We're going to take the chicken and we're going to dredge them very, very well in this flour mixture and make sure that we kind of open those up so we get flour in all parts of them. It's real important that we get a good coat of flour on them. Set them aside. And we're going to do each of them in the flour mixture. And when I get done doing that, we'll come back and get them in the Speedi. We're ready to get started with the cooking, so we're going to take the Speedi rack and move the little tabs in so it'll go to the low position. And we're going to put it down in the low position inside the pot. To that, we're going to add 1 cup of tap water. And the reason we're adding the water, of course, is because those of you who watch me know that I'm so impressed the way the Speedi does multiple types of cooking technologies. And what this is going to do, for the first 6 to 8 minutes, it's going to steam using that water that I just put in there. It's going to steam the chicken, and then eventually it's going to continue steaming, plus it's going to add the top browning with the air fryer to it, and it just does things quickly and very, very well. So let's go ahead and get the chicken in the basket and get ready to cook, and then we'll set up the cooking. I'll go over that with you. I sure hope my daughter Susan's watching so she'll know how all this is done. I'm sure she is. I'm just kind of needling her to say that. She knows I always pick on her. I could probably get a couple more pieces of chicken in here, but 6 is enough. Alright, those are all in there. I'm going to close it down, and then we'll go to the front panel with the camera so you can see how I'm going to set it up. We'll start by turning the pot on, and then we're going to move the lever on the top from air fry over to rapid cook, and we're going to move down in the rapid cook selections to steam and bake. We have Speedi meal, steam and crisp, steam and bake, steam and proof. We're going to steam and bake. And then we're going to set the temperature to 375 for 20 minutes. And then we're going to start the pot. Now it's preheating, as indicated by this line that's coming across here, and it's going to preheat for 6 to 8 minutes, and at the end of that preheat period, it'll turn on the fan and air fry the chicken. And then we'll check in on it after about 10 minutes and see if we need to flip it over because it's browning. So we'll be back at that time. We're at the 15-minute mark. We're going to take a look and see if these, oh look, they're looking real good. Let me zoom in on them a little bit. Sorry about the steam. Let's turn them for the first time. They're beginning to brown slightly. We're not going to check the temp on them yet. Of course, with anything like chicken or any meats, particularly something as sensitive as chicken, we're going to always temp them rather than just use the time. Let's close it back down. We'll come back in 5 minutes. It'll be 10 minutes left on the cook, and we'll take another look at them. We're at the 10-minute mark, so let's take another look and see how we're progressing. Yeah, those are browning nicely. Let's flip them one more time. I'm using boneless, skinless chicken thighs in this recipe, but you can use breast, you can use drumsticks, or any part of the chicken you want. The reason I'm using these is because even though I prefer white meat, the thighs seem to dry out in the air fryer less than the other types of chicken. So that's what I'm using. I'm having a hard time getting them loose. I sprayed the pan, but evidently not enough. Okay, let's let those go for about another 5 minutes, and then we'll check the temp on them. Let me zoom in so you can see what they look like. We're coming up on 5 minutes, so let's take a look. They look perfectly cooked, but let's check the temps on them and make sure we have at least an internal temp of 165 degrees. 168, 198, 200. Yeah, they're more than done. They're actually a little bit more done than what I like them, but they still feel real tender. That's the good thing about the pieces other than the breast, particularly the skinless, boneless. Let me get a couple pictures for thumbnails, and we'll plate these up and take a look at them then. There they are in all their beauty. Let's get them out and plate them, and they need to rest on the plate for probably 8 to 10 minutes. There's a couple of pieces that pulled off that my cats will love. They're waiting here for them. Okay, we're going to let those sit for just a few minutes, and then we'll give them a taste test. Those have been resting now for about 10 minutes. Let me zoom in on them a little bit. And we're going to cut off a piece and take a little taste. Delicious, very tender. Needs a little salt and pepper, but other than that, they're great. I hope you will fix these. Hope you'll enjoy them as much as we're going to. This is supper. I didn't make them just to make them. I made them to show my daughter and also to fix supper for us. So we're going to have them in just a little bit. And they're really good. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share, and it helps the channel get out to more people. We appreciate it, and we also appreciate if you need to make purchases for the Ninja Speedi or any of the other items we use on the channel. If you make them through our channel, we get a little bit of commission on them, and it doesn't cost you any more, so we appreciate that. Thanks again, especially for those of you who are subscribers and are returning. You know we love you and love to have you on the channel, and if you haven't subscribed, it's certainly not too late. It costs you nothing and gives you some benefits of being able to know when we're posting. So go down below, look at the recipe, print it out if you want it, purchase the Speedi if you don't already have one, subscribe to the channel, and do all those things. We appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us for this video. It's always nice to share dishes with visitors to the channel. Please subscribe, share, and like below, and check out the Amazon purchase links for items Larry regularly uses in these videos. Take care, and we look forward to hosting you for our next video.